Hey there, coin collectors, history buffs, and treasure hunters. Welcome back to my channel Coin Purchaser, and if you're new here, get ready to dive deep into the fascinating world of rare and historical coins. Because today, we're uncovering the incredible story of a tiny coin with a massive legacy. That's right, the 1936 United States of America 1 Centavo Filipinas coin. Yes, it's just 1 cent. Yes, it's small. But trust me, this coin carries a powerful history. It's linked to a unique chapter in both American and Filipino heritage. And guess what? It could be worth way more than its face value. In fact, its market value is gaining attention, reaching up to $0.5852119, or even more depending on its condition, rarity, and collector demand. But wait, there's so much more than just numbers. So sit tight, grab your favorite drink, and let's dive into the hidden world of one of the most overlooked but historically rich coins out there. First things first, why does a coin from the United States say Filipinas on it? Well, let's go back in time to the early 1900s. After the Spanish-American War ended in 1898, the Philippines became a territory of the United States. That's right, the U.S. took over colonial rule from Spain, and from then on, the Philippines was under American administration until after World War II. Now here's where it gets interesting. During that period, the United States started minting coins specifically for use in the Philippines. These weren't just reused U.S. coins, they were custom designed, had their own denominations, and were marked with United States of America and Filipinas. Enter the 1 centavo coin, part of the U.S. Philippine coinage system that ran from 1903 to 1945. The 1936 version is one of the more iconic issues from the series, and it holds a special place because of the economic and political changes happening in the Philippines at the time. Now let's talk about the coin's design, and oh boy, it's a beauty. On one side, you've got a seated Filipino man next to an anvil, holding a hammer, with Mount Mayo, the famous volcano, in the background. This image isn't just decorative, it's deeply symbolic. The figure represents labor, industry, and the strength of the Filipino people, while the volcano is a proud emblem of the Philippines' natural beauty and power. Flip it over, and you'll see the coat of arms of the United States, the bald eagle, wings wide open, perched atop a shield. Around it, it reads, United States of America and the year 1936. It's a powerful blend of American imperial authority and Filipino national identity. Now here's the big question. Why is the 1936 1 centavo getting so much attention? Well, for starters, even though these coins were mass-produced, not many have survived in good condition. Over time, coins get circulated, scratched, worn down, or even melted. And while millions may have been made, only a fraction remains in collectible condition, especially those graded highly by services like NGC or PCGS. What makes the 1936 issue particularly interesting is its timing. It was minted during a transitional period just before the Commonwealth of the Philippines was established in 1935. So coins minted in 1936 reflect a crucial turning point in Filipino self-governance and the road to independence. This historical significance adds weight to its collectible value. It's not just a coin, it's a piece of a nation's journey to freedom. Now, let's talk about money. How much is this coin actually worth? While it might have started as just 1 centavo, collectors today are willing to pay a lot more. The average market value today is around $0.5852119, but that's just for general circulated conditions. If you have a coin that's in brilliant uncirculated proof like or even mint state condition, you could be looking at a price tag of several dollars and in some rare cases, $20, $50, or more depending on the rarity and grade. And here's a tip: coins with strong luster, sharp detail, and no cleaning damage are considered more valuable. Graded coins with certification and encapsulation from respected services can bring in serious money from the right collector. So if you've got one lying around in an old family collection, check the condition. It might be worth way more than you think. With more people getting into numismatics, the study and collection of coins, the demand for rare and historic coins like the 1936 1 Centavo is on the rise. Especially with the growing interest in American Filipino history, collectors from both countries are actively looking for high-grade examples. The market right now is quite active, and online auctions, estate sales, and coin expos are showing that coins like this are gaining momentum. It's not just the dollar value, it's the emotional and historical significance behind these coins that's driving demand. So yes, that $0.58521119 figure, that could be just the beginning. Before we wrap up, here are some fun facts about the 1936 1 Centavo coin that you might not know. Some of these coins were actually minted in San Francisco and Manila. Look closely, some even carry mint marks indicating their origin. The Filipino term centavo comes from Spanish influence, but the coin was a bridge between American and Filipino identity. There are collectors who specialize only in US-Philippine coins, and some are willing to trade valuable silver or gold coins just to get their hands on specific year and mint combinations. So there you have it, the 1936 United States of America 1 Centavo Filipinas coin. A coin that might look humble at first glance but carries a story of colonialism, transition, identity, resilience, and yes, value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone who found this coin in a dusty drawer, take a moment to appreciate what you're holding. It's not just metal, it's a story, a legacy, and maybe even a hidden treasure. If you enjoyed this deep dive and you want more content like this, hit that like button, smash subscribe, and don't forget to ring that notification bell so you never miss an episode. Got a rare coin of your own? Tell us in the comments, we might feature it in our next video. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep collecting, keep learning, and keep the history alive. See you next time, legends. Would you like me to format this into a downloadable script or even turn it into a voiceover-ready version? Or maybe you'd like a thumbnail and video title suggestions too. Hey there, coin collectors, history lovers, treasure hunters, and curious minds from around the world. Welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the world of rare coins, vintage currency, and hidden treasures that might be sitting right under your nose or in your pocket change. Today's episode is going to blow your mind, especially if you've ever come across a small bronze coin with the words United States of America and Filipinas on it. Yes, we're talking about the 1936 1 Centavo coin, a small but powerful piece of numismatic history. It's not just any old coin, it's got a story tied to two nations, a legacy of colonial history, and today, it could be worth way more than 1 cent. We're talking potential values over $50, sometimes more, depending on the condition. Stick around because we're going to explore everything about this fascinating coin, from its origins and historical background, to how much it's worth today in the collector's market, and why you might want to keep an eye out for it. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll want to check every old coin jar and inherited box of change you can find, so grab your magnifying glass. Let's jump into the story of the 1936 United States of America 1 Centavo coin Filipinas edition. To truly appreciate this coin, we need to step back in time to a significant chapter in both American and Filipino history. From 1898 to 1946, the Philippines was under the control of the United States following the Spanish-American War. After defeating Spain, the U.S. took control of the Philippine Islands, marking the beginning of what's now known as the American colonial period. During this era, the U.S. government issued a unique series of coins specifically for use in the Philippines. These coins were designed and minted in the United States, but circulated exclusively in the Philippine Islands. They were bilingual in a way, bearing English and the Filipino word, Filipinas. The 1 centavo coin we're talking about today is part of that series. It was minted in 1936, a pivotal year in the Philippines' journey towards self-governance. In fact, just that year, the Commonwealth of the Philippines was established, with Manuel L. Quezon becoming its first president. So yeah, this coin comes from a major turning point in Filipino history. Now let's talk design, because this coin is a tiny work of art. On the obverse, that's the front, you'll see the image of a Filipino man seated beside an anvil, holding a hammer. Behind him is the iconic Mount Mayon, a volcano known for its near-perfect cone shape. This imagery represents labor, strength, and the natural beauty of the Philippines. Surrounding the design is the word 1 centavo and below it, Filipinas. Flip it over, and on the reverse, you'll find something very interesting: the coat of arms of the United States, an eagle perched atop a shield, with the words United States of America above and the date 1936 below. That's right, a coin from the Philippines, but with a U.S. seal and name. It's a coin that embodies dual identity, colonial politics, and a shared legacy. It's small, but symbolically it's massive. These coins were struck in bronze and measure about 17 millimeters in diameter. They're lightweight, but as you'll see, they can carry some heavyweight value. Now let's get to the juicy part. How much is a 1936 1 centavo Filipinas coin actually worth today? Face value, you'd think, well, 1 cent, right? Wrong. In the collector's world, value is all about rarity, condition, mint mark, and historical significance. As of current market data, the average value of this coin in circulated condition hovers around 58 cents, which may not sound like a fortune, but that's just the baseline. If your coin is in better shape, like fine, very fine, or extremely fine condition, its value can jump to $1, $2, or even more. But get this, uncirculated or mint condition coins, especially ones graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC, can sell for $10, $20, even up to $100 depending on rarity and demand. Yes, a coin once worth just 1 cent could now be worth a nice dinner or a collector's trophy. And if you have a proof version or an error coin, say, a misstrike, off-center, or double-die variant, you might be sitting on a mini gold mine. Also worth noting, the mintage of the 1936 1 centavo coin was around 12 million, which is a decent number, but many have been lost or melted over time, making well-preserved examples more desirable to collectors today. Okay, so you've found a 1936 1 centavo coin. What next? First, inspect the condition. Worn down with lots of scratches, probably good or fine. Details still visible, but somewhere on the high points that's very fine. Sharp detail, very little wear, some luster left. You've got an extremely fine coin. No wear, full luster, looks like it just left the mint. That's uncirculated, and it's valuable. Use a magnifying glass or a coin loop to look for mint marks, errors, and specific details. You can also compare it to photos online or send it in for professional grading. The 1936 1 centavo coin isn't just a piece of metal, it's a piece of shared history between the United States and the Philippines. It tells a story of empire, transition, and identity. Whether you're a history buff, a collector, or just someone who found this coin in a drawer, it's a tangible connection to a complex past and a potentially valuable item for your collection. So next time you're going through old coins, keep an eye out for this little bronze beauty. It might not make you a millionaire, but it could be the start of a lifelong hobby, or the missing piece to a collector's dream. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1936 1 centavo Filipinas coin, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for more rare coin breakdowns, and ring the bell so you never miss an upload. Got a coin you want me to research? Drop it in the comments below, and maybe it'll be the next star of the show. And hey, if you found a 1936 1 centavo coin and you're wondering what it's worth, post a picture in the community tab or tag us on Instagram. We love seeing your finds. Until next time, keep collecting, keep exploring, and remember, sometimes the smallest treasures hold the biggest stories.